Hi, I'm the Recruiting Maven and welcome back to my channel. So today's topic of conversation is a little bit of a combo. I wanted to talk to you about keywords in your resume, and I also wanted to talk to you about applicant tracking system. Now I know I've covered some of these items in the past, but I wanted to do a little bit more of an in-depth or have an in-depth conversation with you about it, because it seems like a lot of people still don't quite understand how that is so important to the success of them being found and hired. So let's dive right in. There's approximately about 95% of the larger corporations, and I'm not just talking about in the US, but on an international level, that use applicant tracking system, which is a software that manages every candidate as they come in, whether I'm sourcing for you or you're applying directly to that company. There's some very famous companies like Brass Ring, Bullhorn, and I'm sure you've seen quite a few of those, iSIMS as well. So there's just a plethora of those companies that provide that service for larger companies and mid-sized companies. Now the mid-sized companies, we're looking at a 50% level of usability for them, because sometimes those programs can be very expensive, and it may not make any sense to them for that company to buy into that kind of a system. It just depends on how many people they actually employ or will be employed by them. So it is an investment, so that also has a lot to do with it. Money always comes into play at some point or another, right? So just be aware, though, that if you're applying to large companies, you are going to be viewed by an algorithm, and that in and of itself is crucial to your success. Having those keywords that reflect the job description requirements is very important, again, because of that algorithm. And so don't just include maybe your SAP development experience in your summary of skills portion of your resume. Make sure that you're including that in every single job that you've actually done SAP development. The more times I see that, the algorithm will say, hey, guess what? This person has a lot of experience because I see this particular skill set over and over. So, right, if you include it one time as opposed to somebody that actually has included that keyword, makes a huge difference. Now, at the end of the day, I am going to reach out to you and I'm going to validate the amount of time you've actually spent developing in SAP. So if it was 10% and my client needs somebody who's an expert, chances are you're not going to get hired. But that's why I reach out to you, have a conversation, and then that's a different portion of the process that I've already vlogged about. So if you're interested in knowing a little bit more in depth about why you haven't heard from a recruiter and the recruitment process from a recruiter's perspective, really to demystify what has been going on, because a lot of times people aren't going to tell you for various reasons that I won't get into. But again, that video, I'll link it at the end of this one so that you have a little bit more information. Just as a sidebar, and my final thought to you is, make sure that you're using a Word document to submit your resume. I've had so many issues. Applicant tracking systems are not as friendly with PDF files. I don't know why. I don't build them. I don't, sell them, but it hasn't been. And sometimes what I've experienced is, because you as a candidate have locked that document, then I can't extract it properly. So I can extract it, but then the information gets locked, or I get coding, or I only get half of the information, and then that becomes an issue, because I may or may not even get your phone number or an email to contact you because of that same problem. So, make sure, I would say, just to be on the safe side, always use a Word doc. No, this isn't sponsored. No, I'm not necessarily biased, but I've worked on numerous applicant tracking systems, and I have to tell you, I can't recommend that enough. So hopefully you have found this to be of value to you. I do some career counseling, resume writing for you, can give you some really instant analytics of your resume, what it should look like and what it isn't. So if you are looking for that, please make sure you check out my description box below. I do that, I provide that service through my Facebook account. So I'd be happy to be able to help you. And congrats to, well, you know who you are. And it's wonderful that you got a $10,000 bump in your salary. So that's great. I was able to work with somebody who is, I had worked with in the past, and I was able to do some career coaching for her, and she, follows some of the advice that I gave her, and so now she has this wonderful new job she's going into, and so kudos to her and congratulations. Thank you so much for my Facebook followers, my Instagram followers, and all my LinkedIn connections for sharing, liking, and subscribing to my channel. If you'd like more information about what I do in terms of career, how your career is going to change in the fourth industrial revolution, please make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell notifications to let you know whenever I upload a new video. Hopefully you have a wonderful day and have a great rest of your week. Take care.